Most people fail at something not because they're bad at it, but because they refuse to give it time to let the thing grow, to let the project, their dream really take up space in their life. And also because as soon as the going gets tough, they decide to quit, that it isn't meant for you. But what if that's just like a little test? What if that's just something that tells you like, hey, show me how much you really want it, and if I see you keep going, I'm going to get you everything that you want. And I'll be honest, this comes from personal experience, because I was that agent that as soon as something didn't work, I just decided to give up on it and either go try something else, go do everything. Like, I have tried a lot of things, and now I have found a way that works for me and my business, and there's no way I'm ever going back. It's only going to keep getting better and better from here. Hi, I'm Tanya. I'm a real estate agent and coach. I help new or part-time agents figure out how to make this their full-time gig. So let me give you a little bit of background, because I want to make sure that we're all on the same page. I was really the agent that as soon as I had an issue, as soon as something came up, I would freeze. Like, we all have a different reaction to anxiety. Mine was always freeze. If someone decided to choose another agent, freeze. If something went wrong at an inspection, freeze. If something didn't go the way that I needed it to go, freeze. Like, I was really one of those people that as soon as I felt overwhelmed in any way, I really could not handle my emotions. And so I really want to get this across to you, because I think it's so freaking important that in order to build the business, the life that you want, you have to be a person that refuses to back down, a person that refuses to lose. And that is so freaking important, because I will tell you, all good things take time. All good things happen at the pace they need to happen. I have been in the real estate industry for almost 9 years. Here in May, it'll be 9 years, which crazy how fast time happens. During that time, I've had a lot of ups and downs within it. And there was points in my real estate career where like I decided to step out. There was one year, I think it was 2022 or 2023, that I decided to go find a different job. And that was because of the burnout I was having, because of the anxiety I would have around real estate transactions. And honestly, like, I just felt like I wasn't good enough. I felt like I wasn't doing the best thing that I could. I went into a 9 to 5, and after 8 months, I was out. Once you have been working for yourself for such a long time, it is so freaking hard to get into a schedule. It's so hard to follow basic rules, basic things like that. So I decided that I was going to go back into real estate, and I was going to make a change because I had to. Because if not, it was going to be the same story repeating itself over and over again. And I really wanted to create something that was lasting. So here are a few decisions that I made that changed my business from a overwhelmed, frantic business to one that is calm, one that I actually love, and that I'm just so grateful every day to be a part of. The first thing I really did was I redefined losing and what that meant to me. I realized that shifting that small language to saying learning lessons or experiences really helped me. Now I think of everything as an experiment. It is an experiment. Okay, cool. This didn't work out. Let's see what other route we can take. I no longer allow myself to freeze in the same way that I did. I will step out of the situation. I will go for a walk. I will go journal, go do different things to help myself calm down so I can clearly assess the situation and think of solutions, which leads me to emotional discipline. Like, we can't have super high highs, super low lows, because that is going to be how our business looks. And we want to keep it consistent. And we do that by really managing and regulating our emotions, so that way our business stops going from high highs and lows to just an even incline up. So that is the main goal at the end of the day. The other thing I started to really practice was detachment. Like, really saying, cool, if it works out, great. If it doesn't, great. But believing that it is going to work out, if that makes sense. Like, I really have to be in the mind frame of like, cool, this client had a buyer consultation with me, but that doesn't mean they're necessarily going to work with me. And that's okay. A buyer has the option to work with me or not. And if they do work with me, it's believing that they're going to have the best experience that they can as a consumer. Yeah, so detachment is huge in this, because like I said, in a real estate transaction, there is so many things that can cause a deal to fall through, to not close, that sometimes it's not even worth staying up, having those headaches, crying at night because you're so overwhelmed that something may or may not happen, that something may not work out. Because at the end of the day, it's not really in your control. It's like you are there to show the house, but there are so many things that need to happen. They need to pass inspection, appraisal, make sure that the loan is funded. Buyer needs to sign every single document the lender sends. Like, there are so many things that, yes, you could focus on worrying on every single step, but that's only going to keep you from finding more clients if you're so hyper focused on one transaction. The goal is to be detached, to know that, okay, cool, everything is happening, and still stay focused on that it will happen, but not to be so hyper vigilant. Everything good needs space to grow. And so we're allowing it to really flourish into that home closing. But at the same time, we're also allowing in space so that way we can be working with other clients and doing it all at the same time. Yeah, because it's super easy to get overwhelmed in this business, especially as like a first time agent. So the goal is to really like get into that drive of where we can handle more clients and it feel easy. And sometimes that's hiring an assistant, hiring whoever you need to hire to make this easier. Consistency over emotion. Like, y'all, I'm still working on this one, but I will say that 80% of the time I'm still showing up. I am still out there doing something that is going to generate clients for my business. I started doing this recently where I decided to take on a challenge of talking to people every single day, talking to new people every single day. And does it happen every day? No. But as long as it's happening 3 to 4 times a week, like, we're good. We are solid in that. And I think that is where most people need to get out of their head, because we feel like people should know that they're a real estate agent and they should come talk to us. No, our job, our main job in any business, especially real estate, is to go out and lead gen, is to go out and bring in the clients. And so we need to be so consistent in that and understand what our main role is. And just to let you know, I usually mention this at the beginning of the video, but my main goal this year is to close 30 transactions. And that is going to happen based on consistency. Now, will every day, every month be perfect? No, it won't be. But my main goal and the main consistent steps are there. And I know I'm going to hit it because I refuse to lose. I refuse to give up. I refuse to settle for less. And you have to be the same way too. And if you feel like you're in a season where things aren't working out, where things just aren't going your way, this is your sign to not take it personally. This is your sign to see it as a learning lesson, to decide which route you're going to take, whether you keep going forward or quit. And I hope to God that you keep going, because I promise you it gets so much better. It always ends up working out. You just have to believe and have faith that it will. Okay, well, I hope you liked this video. If you guys found something useful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel. I'll be on here every single Thursday and Sunday with a new video. We'll talk soon. Bye.